Hello, good evening, all of you. Hope you can hear me. Audible? Am I audible? I hope PPT is visible. I am visible. I am audible. Kindly reply. Just type it in your. Okay. Varun is saying hi. Okay. Anasuya, good evening. Apurva saying good evening. Good evening to all of you. Varun saying yes. Minal, good evening. Visible and audible. Apurva Prasad. Okay. Thank you. Audible and visible. There was some issue yesterday with this platform, go to webinar platform. I tried but could not resolve it. Athira, Nandini, Singhal, Azini, Athira, Nandini, Richa, Purohit. Good evening to all of you. Okay, we'll start in a couple of minutes. Others are joining. So on their way, let them join. We'll start up. And yesterday, if I had started, thought I would have started with a note saying that Happy Farmers National Farmers Day, because most of us from agricultural background and every one of us are dependent on this agriculture, right? So we need to wish those farmers. Mohammad Ghaus, good evening. Anand Patil, good evening. Apurva saying yes. Rakshita, hi. Anybody have written SBI clerk main exam? Result is just out half an hour back. So if you have checked, 1 second. Nandini, I think no, Nandini. I think no. Exam is on 31st only, no? No. Because you have done IBPS workshop, the same will hold good for this also. Okay. We'll start in 2-3 minutes. If people are joining. We have again sent a mail to yesterday, all people who are registered yesterday. We have sent a mail to all of you. I think you got the link instead of registering separately again. How many of you have exam on 31st? 31st December? Okay. Meenal? Ankit is on 5th Jan. Okay. I want on 31st. Meenal at wow. Which slot, Meenal? Varun is saying on 4th. 4th Jan. Okay. And then Apurva Prasad, 5th Jan. Vaishak Vishwanathan, 6th Jan. Athira, 5th Jan. Hardik Manik. Let us know about the marks distribution in separate topics. Manik, if you want a detailed thing, you can go to our YouTube channel, Time for Education, Time for Bank Exams YouTube channel. There you can actually find the SBI PO 40-day preparation plan. If you remove that 40-day plan, otherwise I have given a detailed distribution of questions. Here also I will show you, but may not be in that detail. Hi Akshay. Minal 31st. Which slot, Minal? Morning reporting time is 10:30 a.m. So do you have any idea when does the actual exam begin? Reporting time that 10:30, matlab you have to be there at 10 o'clock, Apurva. And exam will start half an hour late, but don't, I am saying for all students, you have to be there at the center half an hour before reporting time. Okay. Nishant Podjan. Akshay is saying not audible. Is it so? No, I think it is audible. Acha, SBI is on 5th Jan. Okay. Audible. Okay. Audible. Okay. Let's start off. People are joining, so let them join. So we have a decent strength here now. So let us start off now. What do you expect that we are going to discuss as a part of this webinar? I thought 1 week to go, but most of you are having exams on 4th and 5th. So another, maybe you can take it as 10 days, 11 days to go. 1 week, 10 days is like nothing much great difference. So let us take it as 10 days to go or 1 week to go. Exam, Apurva, no, it doesn't start at 10:30. It will start at 11, but you be there by 10 o'clock, right? We'll cover all those points. So what do you think we are going to discuss as a part of this session? Any idea? Just share your thoughts. What do you think I'm going to discuss? Anything? I'm not going to do anything extraordinary, or I'm not going to do anything magic here, right? So 1 week to go. What are the basic things we are going to discuss? What do you think I'm going to cover, or what do you think will help if we cover that? Amrita Lakshmi, it will be helpful for RBI grade B phase 1, not for phase 2 to some extent. Audio gone. I think you have to check your network bandwidth. Audio is fine, perfectly fine. I have my two daughters sitting here and watching the webinar. And also I have my students, Apurva and others, they're saying important topics for scoring. Yes, Nishant, we will discuss. Previous year SBI exam question papers are available in many private websites. Are they genuine? Are they based on memory of the student? They are based mostly. I see, until unless you see, you can't say they are genuine. I'll tell you what needs to be done. Very good, Varun. I'll take up this point as a part of the session. They are based on memory of the students. Most of the things. What about computer related questions? What do you mean by computer? They are in main exam. Now, meanwhile, they are not a part of your prelim exam, right? So the basic idea would be now we'll be focusing on prelim examination. Related to exam questions, you're going to explain, Rakshita. Okay, so officially they are not available. They are available, but you have to cross check. You have to cross check. Varun, they are available, but you have to cross check with someone who have taken that test. Or I am saying better would be you purchase an online. It's available online also. You can purchase. How do we do it, sir? You can cross check with students who are written if your friends are there. Or you purchase. See, there are many publications, but I am saying you purchase Kiran publications, because all publications, including Kiran publication, there are mistakes, but Kiran publications have less number of mistakes. Now, which paper, I have told you this several times, so which paper to purchase is like they'll be written in the index like SBI PO 20 paper, SBI PO 19 paper, SBI PO 18 paper, IBPS 20, IBPS 19, IBPS 18. Within brackets, when you go to that particular page, IBPS PO or SBI PO held on so and so date, so and so slot. Below that, within brackets, it will be written 3 words. These are important, based on memory. Based on memory. If these 3 words are there, based on memory, then it's an actual paper. Because copyright is a very big issue, a big case, criminal case in India. So I'm saying none of us are allowed to copyright those issues, right? So those questions actually, so it's based on memory of students. So they will write based on memory. If based on memory is not there, then it is not actual question paper. Online, what happens is there are several people who keep on uploading papers. There may be some people who are not genuine also. So I'm saying it's better if you're preferring or looking at the previous year papers, then go for Kiran publications. It will cost you about 400-450 rupees. Purchase that booklet, which will have last 5 years, 6 years papers. That will be genuine. But you have to remember, open the book and see, based on memory should be there. Based on memory means, see, we say that Akshay, these are based on, see, let us say my Akshay told me that this question has appeared, Varun told me that this question has appeared, or Apurva told me that this question has appeared. So I write, so if you read our analysis also, any analysis we uploaded, I say that it is based on our students' feedback, because we are not allowed to write exam because we don't have age, right? So how do I write analysis? How do I say this is an original question? How do I? It is all because of what I talk to you after the exam. I get information based on that. We'll do that thing, right? So that's why we say based on memory. You are not supposed, even though you know it's an original paper, you cannot say it's an original paper, right? It should be based on memory. Okay, only one person has answered this question. So we are going to discuss about questions related to exam kind of thing, right? So I want to be little harsh, little rude. I'll be little strict in this webinar. You might not have seen my this avatar in earlier webinars. I was little liberal in the webinars I've done, but now I am little strict because 1 week or 10 days to go. I am saying what are the points you should have covered. If you have covered, you are not covered. Is there anything ready or not ready? I'm going to be little what you called I can say little strict. So if you feel Array sir is scolding us kind of thing, if you're very sensitive, then I think you can leave the webinar. I don't have any issues. But 10 days before the exam, I can't talk to you sweetly. Kar do na beta, ye bhi karo, wo bhi karo. No, you should have done by this time. You should have been ready with everything. In case if you are not ready, then my words will definitely hurt you. Right? So let us start. Say yes. क्या सब चले गए क्या सर गुस्सा करते बोल के अच्छा is there Atirai saying yes, Anika saying yes, Nikita saying yes, Hardik, Manik, Akshay. Okay, let's start off. Apurva, Arpita, Nandini. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so 7 days to SBI PO prelim exam, the tips and strategy. The basic agenda would be finalize your strategy. That means, have you looking forward for this session? Okay. Okay, right. Let's see. I'll just ignoring questions now. I'll take up little later. Finalize your strategy. Have you finalized your strategy? Are you clear in your mind what is that you're going to do tomorrow on your 4th or 5th or 31st of your examination? Once you start the exam, all of you, it is a predetermined exam, right? Predetermined time limit is there. Each section, 20 minutes of time. You know what are all areas will be a part of prelim exam. Do you have a clear thought in mind that this is the order I'm going to solve? By this time, you should have finalized your strategy. This is what we are discussing about. Maybe 40-day plan I have discussed. At that time also I have discussed the order to be followed. More or less, the order remains same for everyone, but depending on your comfort zone, it may vary. Some topics may vary here and there. But is that idea clear on your mind? That is what I am going to talk about. Finalize your strategy. If you are not done till now, that I am saying you're going to make a biggest mistake in your life. Finalize your strategy, right? Then, right? 1 second. 7 days to go. What are the do's and don'ts? What are the things you're supposed to do or the things you're supposed to ignore? Order to be followed within a section. Tips and strategies to be followed. And post prelim exam. Kya karna hai? You all of you have your main exams for IBPS, PO, IBPS clerk, RRB PO, RRB clerk, SBI PO, SBI clerk lined up from January last week, right? January 29, 30 till mid-February, you have this main examination. So post your prelim exam, what you are supposed to do? Those things also we will cover as a part of our discussion, right? Finalize your strategy. This is the first thing. Is the 20-minute game plan to be finalized? No, I am asking you, did all of you finalize your plan? Is everything clear in your mind? Are you sure that what order you are going to follow tomorrow in the exam within a particular section? Because you need to score marks. Even though the marks are not added in your final merit list, if you want to go to your tier 2 or your main exam, definitely you have to be there. You have to be what you call comfortably above that what you call cutoff mark, overall cutoff mark. Even though the cutoff marks are not there, I am saying that when you prepare a merit list, you should be there in that merit list. Now, there are a lot of people, even though we tell you so many times, there are a lot of students who say that, kal exam jane ke baad I will decide. I am saying that is mere stupidity. Seriously, I am saying mere stupidity. Going to the exam, what are you going to decide? You have to do whatever you want to decide now. You're writing your marks, you've written so much, you've done so much of preparation. See, the point is you should have a game plan. You should have a strategy to attempt the paper tomorrow. Without anything, with a blank mind, if you go to the examination hall, you will come out with a blank mind and you feel sorry about yourself. Now, most of you will raise your hand saying that, sir, I have my game plan. Right, I am asking you, what is your game plan? You should write that game plan on your piece of paper and show me. Sir, this is my game plan. Reasoning में मैं ये करूंगा, इससे start करूंगा. After that, I'll do this. English, I'll start with this. This is the order I'm going to follow. Quant, this is the order I'm going to follow. I want everyone after this session, put down, take a notebook, put down these points on paper. This is what I am going to do. What are the areas that are generally asked in the exam? Okay, in your slot approximations are given, in some other slots approximations are not given, in your slot series are present, some other slot series are not present. You need to think on all sides, or because if you look at last 2-3 years analysis, series may be present, may not be present. See, data sufficiency, data comparison are not a regular part of prelim exam, but in your slot they may be present in one slot. So you need to be ready to tackle any situation tomorrow in the exam. That has to put on paper clearly on your notebook and your piece of paper. Write down, this is what I'm going to follow tomorrow, and stick to that. Don't do last minute changes. If you do last minute changes, last minute experiment, that will be like our cricket match. So you should have a good game plan, strategy, write down the strategy, and you need to stick to that strategy. You have your own strategy. Okay, I'll tell you this is generally what you need to do to score, but in case what happens is tomorrow you may change that depending on your comfort zone. Sir, पहले मैं symbols नहीं करूंगा, पहले coding करूंगा, कर लो. But you should have your own game plan. Without that, I am saying, if you are going to the exam, it is like going to the cricket match without your guard and your helmet. It is as simple as that. Without your pads, even your pads, and without even bat also, you are going for batting. So I told you, I'm going to be a little strict, because I am getting mails like, sir, ye follow karum, wo follow karum. Sir, what should be the order? I'm getting mails even today. I'm saying exam is on 31st or 4th or 5th. By this time, you're writing so many mocks, maybe time mocks or other mocks or whatever it might be. You should have finalized, you should have come to what you call a clear picture, saying that this is what I'm going to do in the exam. Because in this exam you have scored well, in this exam you have not scored well, because this is the order I have followed here. This is the, you do experiments in mock test, don't do experiment on the actual day of the examination. I am saying you will be in trouble, students. You will be in trouble. Seriously, please, after this session, write down your 20-minute game plan. This is what I'm going to do for reasoning section, this is what I'm going to do for my quant section, this is what I'm going to do my English section. That plan should be there in your mind as well as on your paper. Then see, the point if I am writing, asking you to write on the piece of paper is, it will give you confidence. Second, it will, see, the point is like, I may think a lot of things, but when I'm writing on paper, I'll get a clear order. Once you write down, just check out, okay, ये ठीक है क्या, इसको कुछ modify करना पड़ेगा क्या, to just give a thought to that. So my dear student, this is the first point which you need to do today before you go to sleep. Clear idea in the mind about the order to be followed. Mentally prepare for new question types, surprise elements in the exam. Generally, surprise elements are new question types are asked in, are a part of your main exam, not prelim exam. But I am saying be prepared for any surprise element, because we don't know. Bank exams, always there is always a surprise. Tomorrow suddenly you look at a new question type or a new model, and sweating starts, you get sweated, and you say that, ammo, I'm not going to solve my rest of the paper. I am saying there, you tell me one thing, how many new question types or new models can be there in a paper? If you take a particular section, reasoning, 35 questions are there. He might do experiment in your puzzles, a set of 5 questions. Remaining 30 questions are age-old traditional models asked in your bank examination. It is a prelim exam. Keep that point in mind. You can, I'm not saying there won't be any new question types or surprise element. There may be, but I'm saying be ready for any surprise element. Any new question type, don't solve it. You say that, okay, ठीक है बाबा, अगली बार देख लूंगा, अभी चले जा तू. Go to the next set. Please keep that point in mind. New question types may be there. Sir, data sufficiency पूछ लिया, data comparison पूछ लिया. Out of 12 slots, there may be one odd slot where there may be questions on data comparison also. You can't say that data comparison should be asked only in main exam. We don't have any rule like that. Difficulty level may be reduced. He might ask you in your prelim exam also. So I am saying, have a game plan clearly written on your paper. Order should be fixed in your mind, and be ready with surprise elements. New question types can be asked. Open to, you should have, keep your mind open for new things or new question types, right? Don't get frightened, don't get nervous by looking at the new types. You have attended so many classes, you have written so many mock tests, you have practiced so many questions. I am saying new question types will be hardly 5 or 6. You can ignore those and solve rest of the questions. The most important point is, you should be calm and confident. Keep your tension under, your nervousness under control. See here, I'll tell you one thing. There should be See, the point is like there should be 0%, 100% nervousness. Both are dangerous. If you're 0% nervous, जाने दे कुछ नहीं होगा, nothing will happen to me. Okay, if not SBI, IBPS, if not IBPS, railway उसका कुछ भी नहीं होगा कभी भी. Zero carefree type, no tension at all. I am saying you're not going to do the exam well. You're 100% tension, you're nail biting tension, doing like this. क्या होगा कि भगवान या भगवान मुझे अच्छा दे दो, easy दे दो kind of thing. Then you are also in. Now I am saying you're also going to spoil your paper. It should not be 100%. It should not be 0%. थोड़ा tension होना चाहिए. Tension is good for yourself. Tension is good that you're going to do the paper well. थोड़ा नर्वसनेस होना चाहिए. देयर शुड बी सम अरे क्या होने वाला है कल. थोड़ा टेंशन अच्छा है, थोड़ा टेंशन अच्छा है. 100% टेंशन, बिना टेंशन, these two are dangerous things. And I'll tell you one more point. Be confident. Why I'm telling you this? You have seen all possible models. We have done so many webinars on DI. We have done so many webinars on your puzzles, right? We have done so many. We have uploaded so many other things also. Also, you're writing your mock test. You're also attending your regular classes. I am saying you have seen almost all possible models. Now be confident. Confidence is one thing which will differentiate you from rest of the crowd. If you are not confident about yourself, if you don't have confidence on you, then I am saying you're going to spoil the exam paper. You're not going to clear even the prelim exam paper. The point is like, it is something like this here. I am saying you're 100% sure about few questions, definitely you're going to answer that question, right? There are certain questions where you're 80% sure about. There are certain topics like probability, sir, or time and distance. मुझे आता है, I'm confident but not 100% confident. कुछ ऐसा थोड़ा twist करके दिए तो मुझे नहीं आ पाएगा. Few questions have made mistake in the previous, maybe in your mock test kind of thing. I am saying, if you're confident, if your confidence is 100%, or if you're saying you're 200% confident, anyways these 100% questions you're going to the 100% sure questions you're going to make correct, but this 80% will also be correct. Even I am saying, if you're confident, if you're 50% okay with the topic, थोड़े ऐसे टॉपिक होंगे कि ओनली फ्यू मुझे उतना खास नहीं आएगा, और लीनियर रेसेस और सर्कुलर रेसेस खास नहीं होगा. इवन दो यू आर नॉट श्योर, 50%, 50-50 क्वेश्चंस बोलते ना, आई एम नॉट श्योर बट आई कैन ट्राई काइंड ऑफ थिंग, दिस विल आल्सो गेट करेक्ट if your confidence is high. I am saying, if you are having low confidence in the examination, friends, anyways this 100% sure you're definitely going to do, but all these part you're going to lose marks. Sorry. Confidence is very, very, very important, friends. You're 100% sure, definitely anybody will do that in the exam. But if your confidence is high, your 80% sure wala bhi correct hoga, 50% sure, 50-50 cases also will get correct. That is where you climb up in the ladder, the merit list. Pura kare, lekin you have nervousness, tension, you have what you call, you're not confident about yourself, then I am saying 100% well, anyways you will do, but other things definitely, even 80% confident thing will also go wrong. So have your game plan ready. Be ready with 20-minute game plan. Write down on your piece of paper what is the order you are going to follow. Fix that order in your mind. Be ready with surprise elements, new question types in the exam. And most important thing is keep your composure cool. Be calm and confident. I am saying you're definitely going to rock on. And believe me, life move on. Life will not stop for somebody, right? SBI PO, how many posts are there? 2,000. How many people are applying? Lakhs of people. Only 2,000 people are going to get their job. Other people, is your life going to stop there? No, life will not stop for anybody for any reason. Life should move on. If not SBI, if you have this kind of confidence, you can write IBPS, you can write RRB, you can write RBI. Next year और अच्छा होने वाला. I am saying that इसमें कुछ नहीं हुआ, so अच्छा होने वाला है. There are a lot of students, just now I have got my calls now saying that, sir, thank you, we got our final selection in SBI clerk. Last year, the same students have cried, they are disappointed, they have got what you call, they have gone to depression, saying that, sir, we have not made into IBPS clerk or SBI, we have not made it. I am saying there is something good going to happen. Life has everyone, there's something there for you in your life. You can achieve that if you are confident. Don't lose that confidence, my friends, at any point of time. Those are posted. Who is that SBI to decide whether you're capable or not? Who is that SBI to decide, or IBPS to decide whether my student is talented or not? You all are talented. You all have equal opportunities. You all are equally, almost equal in everything. ठीक है, एक दो मार्क इधर उधर होगा, टॉप 2000 गए, मैं नेक्स्ट एग्जाम लिखूंगा, आई राइट IBPS, दैट शुड बी द एटीट्यूड, आई राइट RBI or I write intelligence bureau. There are many options or opportunities now. Don't get disappointed if you're not cleared your prelim exam or not got your final selection. Please keep that point, keep trying, keep trying. There is something there for you in your life. You can achieve that. Your ideas, your dreams are different, and we wish that all your dreams come true. Not SBI is not end of life, IBPS is not end of life. There are many other opportunities available. You are not the same person who are there from last 2 years, right? You're preparing for aptitude, you've seen so many, you're prepared for so many GK, you read economy, you know about country, you know about international affairs, because all of you read your GK and you know your aptitude, right? So definitely, if you compare last 2 years and now, you are a different Apurva, you are a different Nandini, you are a different, what you call, each single person is different when you compare yourself with last 2 years back student of yourself, right? You're a completely different man, different women. Boys, girls, gentlemen and women, I am requesting you, it is not end of life. Keep that point in mind. Life go on. So I am saying, if not this, you try for your next exam. Don't get dejected. Don't get into depression. Don't get disappointed. Please keep that point in mind. And my request is, for everything there should be a plan. Prepare your 20-minute game plan for each of the sections. Now I'll take up if you have any question. Then we'll move to the next slide. Abhi, Ani. Okay. Ha, JV, we have not discussed anything new. I was just giving you general gnan. Anyways, we will upload this in YouTube. Don't worry. Now YouTube में upload करते बोल के आप भागो मत. If you are not there, I will not get my this thing. Exam is on 6th, Chandrakant. Okay, चलेगा Chandrakant. No, nothing to worry. No, nothing to worry, Chandrakant. Akshay, it's good. So let's move to the next one. Next slide. Apurva, Nandini. Others. Okay, okay. Let's move to the next slide. Right, 7-day plan. What needs to be done in the 7 days? Do's and don'ts. I'm taking up some general things now. So first one is at max take 2 mock tests. At max, 1 second. Let me take this question. Yes, yes. Okay. 1 second. Ma. Some problem on my desktop. 1 second. Huh. Now, at most, because most of you are exam on 4th, 5th, 6th January, I'm saying at most from starting from tomorrow, you can take maximum of 2 mock tests. Maybe we are having one free mock test, and the discussion of that will be uploaded on YouTube. So the mock test, if you are not registered, at least register and take that mock test 28th and 29th. We are having 28th and 29th. We are having this free mock test. Apart from this, you write one more mock test. This is all India mock test. So at most, write 2 mock tests, not behind that. Because what happens is, if you write so many mock tests, then you will end up with confused mind. So write max 2 mock tests. Do thorough analysis of these 2 mock tests. That's all. Thorough analysis. How many have done correct? How many have made mistakes? Then point is like, let us say I have not answered few questions in the exam. Then again, give some time, answer those questions. Taken by surprise, some of those questions you'll be answering later part after the exam is over, because in the examination, maybe because of the time pressure, because of the nervousness, you're not able to attempt that paper, attempt that particular question. But now you'll be able to solve few questions. Still you're not able to solve, you can take the help of the text solution or video solution which we upload on YouTube. You can get that question answered. Second, the questions which I've already answered, certain questions you might have made mistake. I am saying identify that mistake, because if you identify that mistake, you will not make that mistake in the next examination, and identifying that mistake will help me to improve my score in my future exams. There's analysis, because in the exam you have attempted, let us say, some 70 questions. Let us say out of 100 you attempted, let us say, some 80 questions. 80 questions, let us say some 70 are correct, 10 are wrong. I am saying I am attempting 80 means I am confident about these 80 questions. These 10 questions I have made a mistake. I am saying identify that mistake. What type of mistake is that? Is it a mistake in understanding the question, in understanding the subject? It's a conceptual mistake, or it is a silly calculation mistake. You have to identify that, pinpointedly identify your mistake. Once you identify that mistake, you will not repeat that mistake in the future. Two types of analysis. One, the questions which are not solved, solve those questions, give some extra time and solve. Already solved, there are certain questions you attempted, certain questions you made a mistake. Identify that mistake so that you will not make that mistake next. So at most you write 2 mock tests, behind that is not recommended. Then revise last 3 years original papers, at least 2019, 2018, 2017. This is what I was talking about, right? So last 3 years original papers you need to revise. Here, this is where I was talking about at the beginning. You can refer Kiran publication. And I told you, when you open that book, exam held on so and so date, so and so slot, when you go to that particular paper, they will write based on memory. Based on memory is an actual paper. Based on memory is an actual paper. I'm saying at least you have 10 days of time. SBI 2019, 2018, 2017, at least last 2 years, if possible, last 3 years, exam conducted in different slots, right? Exam conducted on 4 days, 4 into 4, 16 slots. At least I am saying last 2019 or 2018 together, you just look at last 2 years papers, you'll get some idea about the question types that are asked, right? Revise important formulae shortcut in quantitative aptitude. So basically prelim exam, some of the questions I'm talking about, your individual quant questions are based on formula or shortcut. We have discussed some shortcut formulas. We have discussed maybe in your time and distance or your percentages or profit loss or AMA rules. We have discussed certain basic shortcut points, right? So I'm saying revise those formulae and shortcuts in the last 7 days, right? Or 10 days left out. Revise those shortcuts, because based on the shortcuts there might be 1 or 2 questions, and if you keep on revising those regularly, you will get a clear idea, right? Okay, you will not forget the formula, and it will help you in the exam, because sometimes what happens is you will forget formulas, or is it plus or minus kind of thing. Generally problem with formulas or shortcuts is you will forget for which model to apply. In that model also you'll forget whether I have to take plus or minus. This kind of doubts generally crop up in the exam. So I'm saying if you keep on revising, you can avoid that kind of problem in the examination. You can clearly remember the formula shortcuts revised in this 1 week. Brush up all grammar rules, because see, the grammar questions, there may be, there may not be, we don't know, right? In some slots there may be as high as 10 questions or 15 questions. Some slots there may be as low as 5 questions. But grammar rules are important. Maybe you studied about different types of nouns. More than rules, I am saying we might have done in videos, we might have done common errors. Common errors. Just look at these common errors. Most of the questions in competitive exams are based on common errors. Revise those grammar rules and focus on common errors in nouns, common errors made in pronouns, adjectives, adverbs, verbs. Particularly revise those tenses also, students. This will help you in the last 1 week for your grammar in your English. These are the things which you should do regularly. 2 mock tests in next 1 week or 10 days, and do this regularly, right? Do one practice sectional test / techniques of speed maths for 20 minutes regularly. See, today I have uploaded a video on approximations. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we will upload a video on simplification. That will give you a broad idea. I am saying you might have enrolled for sectional test, or you might have your material for your simplifications and approximations, or the techniques, 2-digit multiplication, 3-digit multiplication, numbers close to 100, or how to guess a square root, how to guess a cube root, or how to find squares 1 to 25 squares, if you know, you ask me any square up to 125, how can you answer? What's the special property of perfect squares? How to identify whether the number is a perfect square or not, perfect cube or not? There are certain techniques which we have discussed, right? So revise those techniques to have that rhythm. Completely, if you lost the rhythm, then I am saying you will be in trouble. So 20 minutes, it's like you have to practice every day morning. 15 minutes you do yoga, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Immediately after yoga, relax for 10 minutes, then do one speed mass exercise early in the morning, 5 o'clock. Yeah, 6 o'clock. Whenever you wake up, do 20 minutes yoga, then followed by 20 minutes your speed mass sectional test. You pick up one sectional test, already you're done, doesn't matter. Pick up that sectional test, solve that sectional test. You're not done, very good. Pick up the sectional test, solve. What will be there in those sectional tests? If you do, why I'm saying sectional test is simplifications. Today I've done simplifications, tomorrow you do approximations. Alternatively, simplification, approximation, simplification, approximation. Alternatively, you do the simplification, approximation, simplification. Because these tests, let's say if there are 20 questions, we would have given you 10 minutes of time. So to have that rhythm in the exam, because what happens is tomorrow in the exam you have to solve the questions. How much time will be given? 20 minutes time will be given for each section, right? So you should have maintained that rhythm, you should maintain that speed in the examination, students. So I am saying you need to be have that rhythm. So I am saying daily practice this speed mass. One, to have rhythm. Second, these speed mass techniques you will remember when you go to the exam. Third, these techniques will be helpful while solving your quant questions, of your reasoning questions, and also particularly when you are doing your data interpretation. These techniques are very much helpful when you're doing your data interpretation, students, right? So these are some points which you need to keep in mind. So one, at max take two mock tests. Revise last year papers 2019, then followed by 2018 and 2017. So same order. Then important formulas in quant you have to revise, shortcuts you have to revise, basic grammar rules plus I told you common errors, just focus on this. Then every day 20 minutes yoga followed by 20 minutes of speed mass session to get to have that rhythm maintained till your examination, because that speed mass will give you that kind of rhythm. To do one speed mass, what we call set after the 10 questions or 20 questions in 10 minutes daily. For 10 minutes or 20 minutes you practice one set or two sets of speed mass. Then important points, keep these points in mind. No guesswork. Seriously, negative marking is there. You're not supposed to guess even a single question. Educated guess, like let us say out of 5 options you eliminated 3, only 2 options left out. Out of these 2, most likely you feel that this could be the answer. In that case you can take a chance, but that too, this guesswork will come, you will come, what you call, generally this kind of situation arises in your general awareness or computer knowledge, not in your quant reasoning, but to some extent in English. Maybe if you take any vocabulary word meaning, maybe that kind of fill in the blank, you feel, your gut feeling says that out 3 are eliminated, only out of these 2 this could be the answer, this could most likely this could be the answer. Still we suggest once again read the question, think about the answer. If you're not able to separate, most likely 90% you feel this could be the answer, then you can take a chance. Educated guess, you can take a chance, but strictly no guesswork. Don't do this for all 100 questions. मुझे लगता है ये, मुझे लगता है B, मुझे लगता है C. Hello masters, gone. No guesswork at all. I am saying for few questions, maybe particularly GK, computer, sometimes in English, when you look at the word, you might feel like, sir, मैंने कहीं पढ़ा है इसको, and I feel this could be the answer. If you're confident, 90%, 3 options clearly eliminated, only 2 left out. Out of these 2, this could be my answer. You can take a chance. But seriously, no guesswork. Negative mark will get down your score. You will go bottom of the merit list. Keep that point in mind. Sleep early 1 day before the exam. And 2 days before the exam, relax. 2 दिन exam से पहले relax हो जाओ, and 1 day before the exam, sleep. 2-3 days before, relax. Don't do anything new, anything. See, the point is like your friend will call you and say, अरे वो website पे उसमें नया कुछ attempt, नया कुछ puzzle कुछ upload किया है. Let us, that is important. SBI में आ सकता है. Don't get carried away with all these things. Whatever you want to done, you have done. Now, this last 7 days, no new experiments, no new thing should be learned. Sir, probability, I'm not confident, time and distance, ditch them. No, not at all. You're not supposed to touch or read anything in the last 7 days, any new topic. Sir, अभी तक मैं deductions नहीं किया, syllogism में 5 क्वेश्चन आते, छोड़ दो 5 क्वेश्चन. अभी करने से तुम उधर जाके कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा. I think whatever you have done now. Last moment, don't put yourself under tremendous pressure saying that मुझे ये भी करना है, वो भी करना है, ये भी करना है, खत्म ही नहीं होगा. That is why it is called competitive exam. Your preparation will not be every time. You can't say that your preparation is 100% for any competitive. तो थोड़ा बहुत छूट जाएगा, थोड़ा बहुत आप कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं रहे, ठीक है, चलेगा. You please go ahead and don't do any new model, new question type, new topic in the last 7 days. ऐसा कुछ नहीं करना है. Don't do these kind of mistakes in the last 7 days. 2-3 days before, relax. Relax matlab don't watch that stupid debates on your news channels. Also don't watch those serials, right? Some light music kind of thing and relax yourself, right? 2 days before. One day before, have your early dinner. Go to sleep very early. Also reach the test center. This was I was talking about half an hour before the reporting time. Your reporting time may be at 10:30, 1 o'clock. Your exam might start half an hour later, half an hour after that reporting time also. But don't keep that time in your mind. Your reporting time is 10:30. You should fix yourself that I should go to the center at 10 o'clock. Please plan your journey. If possible, 2 days before, 3 days before, go and have a look at the center. Right? Sometimes what happens is, see, I'm not talking about small towns, but if you take metros like Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi, your college may be somewhere outskirts. So I'm saying nowadays you have this cabs cheap, and you have this Ola, Uber, etc. So I'm saying go 2 days before, just look at a campus. On the day, maybe 3-4 friends are having on the same route. Let us say you can plan, you can take a cab, you can share among yourself. Per head it will cost some 400, 500, but pressure will not be on us, pressure will be on the driver. Each and kona chappa chappa malum hai. He will take you to the center safely. The last person in that what you call in that particular area will have that cab with him. While coming back, he will return. In return, he will pick friends, he will go back home and chill. But don't see, I'm saying that don't use public transport. The reason is, if it is near, then you can use public transport. But certain metros, what happens is, you get down at certain area, from there again it will be 15 kilometers to go to that college. Then you have to take some 7-seater auto, 6-seater auto kind of thing. I'm saying take a Uber, 4-5 friends together in the same area are having exam, different colleges or same college. You all plan together, take a Uber or take a Ola. That will actually get you very cheap price, and the driver has a GPS. You also have a GPS. He will take you. You just sit and relax. That's all. नहीं, जनरली बॉयज आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट particularly. अपने पास तो शानदार बाइक्स होते हैं, पल्सर ये वो सारे. देन यू स्टार्ट 10:30 एग्जाम है तो 10:10 स्टार्ट हो जाऊंगा, 20 मिनट में पहुंच जाऊंगा. डोंट डू दोस. ऑन द वे some problem is there with the bike, your tire got flattened, you can't reach the center, you can't leave your bike there, you'll be in trouble, right? So students, my request, try to have a cab, or if possible take a public transport. Be safe. COVID times and new strains are there, so you have to be little careful. If you have a car, one of your friend is having car, all of you just take a driver or somebody from the family, all of you go together, come back, go safe, come back safe. Right, students? Also, please carry your water bottle, your pencil, your pen, your eraser, your hall ticket. Keep everything ready 2 days before at one place in a pouch. Pencil, scale, eraser, everything in a pouch. Also have your bottle ready, water bottle ready, and also have your sanitizer, small sanitizer ready, mask ready. Go to the examination center. Hall ticket, everything keep ready. Don't wait till कल सुबह है ना, आज जाऊंगा, आज जिराक्स शॉप बंद है, मैं फोटो कॉपी नहीं ले पाया, मैं पेंसिल नहीं खरीद पाया. Don't do all those things in the last moment. So plan these things much before your actual exam date. So these are certain points which I would like to bring it to your notice. We'll come to that, Rushali Gupta. Yes, we'll come to the Sriram. We'll come to that. I'll give Manik. I'll give you the order. So also, I have already given the order. I'll give you the order now. At the end, I'll give. Recording on which channel on YouTube? Time for bank exams channel. Ayushi Jain, don't keep that cutoff in mind and good attempts in mind. Go without any number in mind. See the point. I'll tell you one thing, because she's asking what's a good cutoff. If you look at 2019, I think I remember 2019. Before that, the cutoff was around 55 to 60, 57, 58, 56. Suddenly last year the cutoff was 72 for general category. Cutoff is decided by number of people who are writing the exam. Cutoff is decided by the difficulty level of the exam. Cutoff is decided by difficulty level of the questions. There are many factors which will decide your cutoff. So just keep in mind that 72 cutoff है last time. इस बार भी मुझे 75 करना है. Paper is very tough. Cutoff maybe even 45 also. You keep 45 in mind if you went to the exam. Paper is easy like last year. You do only 45, chill, pill, आराम से आ गया भाई अरे मस्त किया paper. But tomorrow you look at the cutoff. Cutoff is 75, 78, 80. It all depends on difficulty level. So I am saying it tomorrow when you're writing the exam, you'll come to know. Don't keep any number in mind. Don't go to the exam with a predefined number. मुझे तो इतना करना है. Don't go using those kind of things, right? 1 second, students. Anika, switch on. 1 second. There's some battery issue. Right. Shall I move to the next slide? Okay. Audible, visible? Right. Now, those are the general things which you need to do. Now, quant and DA, what has to be done? What you need to do in the last 7 days? Practice 2 DA sets. Once you are doing 1 set of speed mass or 2 set of speed mass, then spend another 10 minutes in your day or 15 minutes in your day, then 10 to 15 minutes, solve 2 sets of DI. When you're solving 2 sets of DI, do one combination, pi plus table, table plus bar, bar plus table, line plus table, plus one single, maybe one table, single table or single pi, or you take single line or single bar or case state, whatever it may be. Right? Practice 2 sets of DI. One quant sectional test daily, preferably all topics together. Preferably all topics. One sectional test of 20 minutes, quant sectional test. Because to have that rhythm, to get that pace in the exam, you have to write one quant sectional test. कल 10 भी question हो सकते हैं, individual question there may be 5, there may be 8, there may be 10, there may be 12, there may be even 15. So I am saying you have to maintain that pace. So if you keep on solving those sectional tests, then you will get that pace, you will maintain that rhythm. And important points, simplification approximations you are doing, DI you are doing, individual questions you are doing, also do your quadratic comparisons without fail, plus quadratic comparison. 5 questions daily, that's all. 5 questions of quadratic comparison. How to find the roots? We have uploaded video, right? A into C, you have to take B, A into C positive, right? B as sum of 2 numbers, A into C negative, right? B as difference of 2 numbers. You should have that grip on the multiplication tables. If possible, revise multiplication tables, or you do your quadratic comparisons, automatically your multiplication tables will get revised. Your reciprocal values also you have to revise today, right? Then English, daily one RC, one passage on RC. It may be from your study material booklet, or it may be from your sectional test, or it may be from your mock test. One RC, you do one close and one paraforming set daily, and every alternate day, instead of PFQ, one day if you do PFQ, you do what you called fill in the blank in alternate day, single blank questions, single blank. Right? So today if you're doing PFQ, the next day you'll do fill in the blank, and after that day 3 you will be doing PFQ, day 4 you'll be doing fill in the blank. But RC and close every day you have to do. Anyways, at the beginning in your general thing I told you that you need to do your grammar rules, common errors daily, right? Reasoning, one puzzle set daily. The puzzle models, what models to practice? We have uploaded puzzles for SBI PO. We uploaded puzzles for SBI PO. This video on your website. Time for our channel name is Time for Bank Exams. I'm writing here. You type Time for Bank Exams. You have to subscribe to our channel. Then you can watch puzzles for SBI PO. If you subscribe, future also you'll get the videos. DI also we have done DI for SBI PO. We have done what you call approximations. Today only I have uploaded for SBI PO. Simplifications we'll upload tomorrow. Quadratic comparisons also we have done this video. Puzzles we have done. Today we will upload input output, syllogisms, We have already uploaded inequalities. So for puzzles, which models to prepare? You just watch this video. Based similar models, you practice for puzzles. Daily one puzzle set. Then every day you practice 2 out of these 4. That means first day you practice inequalities, blood relations. Second day you practice direction, sense, deduction. That means 5 questions here, 5 questions here, 10 questions on one day, and alternate day 5 questions here, 5 questions here. So one day you do inequalities, blood relation. Second day you do directions and deduction. Third day inequalities, like same as what you have done for English, right? One day PFQ, one day fill in the blank. Here one day inequalities, blood relations, five questions. Other day direction, sense, deductions, five questions. Then one more thing which I have forgot is you need to do one more set of questions here. Your missing number, wrong number series. Missing slash wrong number series. One day you do missing number 5 questions. Other day you do alternate day. You do wrong number series. So missing number, wrong number series. Hope this is clear. Shall I move ahead? Shall I move ahead? आगे बढ़ूं? Okay. These points you just keep in mind. Don't panic. Don't get nervous. Keep yourself cool. I told you what needs to be done, right? Don't speculate on new models, surprise elements, cutoffs. See, this is what I was trying to tell you sometime back when Aishi was asking this question. Cutoffs were decided based on several factors. So don't base your preparation on cutoffs, and don't even keep this cutoff number in mind. Go to the exam without any predetermined cutoff. Try to maximize your score. Try to score as many marks as possible. This those are writing exam on 4th, 5th, 6th, 31st एग्जाम में A मॉडल आया, 31st एग्जाम में O मॉडल आया, जो भी मॉडल आया वो अगले बार के लिए, इस बार के लिए नहीं है. New models, surprise elements. There are lot of people in online blogs writing this model, that model, undefined persons. ये आया circular में आधे बाहर. ये see all these are speculations, right? So ignore them. No new models, no surprise elements, no speculations. Don't believe any speculations. Go to the exam, give your best shot in your examination. Also, don't look at your any cutoffs. Paper is easy, cutoff will go up. Paper is difficult, cutoff will come down. Don't write mock tests on one day, 2 days before the actual exam. See, the reason is it is not that there is no rule that you should not write, but the issue is like in case let's say exam में 90 आ गया 100 में, then nobody can stop you. Even the guy from SBI, whatever may be the top, whatever may be the difficulty level tomorrow, you're going to rock. You're going to clear the paper. In case you are getting almost 70, 65, 70, 55 in all the exams, suddenly tomorrow's exam, you taken test 1 day before, 2 days before, you got only 30 marks. Your confidence level will be shattered like anything. You will be in trouble. You will be in trouble. Kitna bhi gnan do, kitna bhi my pump karo, you will not be able to, even you will not be able to reach the cutoff mark tomorrow in the exam. So to be on safe side, don't write a mock test 1 day, 2 days before the exam. Please keep that point in mind. No new topics or areas in last 1 week. We have discussed that. These are the things which are not supposed to do in the last 7 days. Okay. This is the breakup. Some of you are asking me, sir, breakup kya hoga? It's not a very lengthy session. We will wind up in next 15-20 minutes. That's all. Just take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. See, almost I have discussed. We had a detailed discussion in our how to crack SBI P1 40 days. Those who have missed this session, please attend this in our YouTube channel. How to crack. There I have taken a detailed discussion. SBI PO Prelim in 40 days. Just watch that session. This is the topic of the session. You can watch that. But this is a summary, right? So puzzles will be almost about 12 minimum to maximum 27. Almost 50% to 60% of the questions in reasoning section are based on puzzles. A linear, circular, distribution, quant-based reasoning. Then you have ranking, we have comparisons, we have floor arrangements. Then we have linear undefined persons, linear facing north, facing south, circular facing inside, facing outside. Then linear plus QBR, circular plus QBR, Floors and flats, ages, month-based puzzle, box arrangement. There are many puzzles, students. So just watch our puzzle session. You'll come to know what kind of puzzles are generally asked in the examination. Then blood relations, minimum 2 to maximum 5 questions. The last 2 3 years. Direction sense, minimum 2 to maximum 3 questions. Symbols, rotations, inequalities, 2 questions to 5 questions. We have done a session how to answer 5 questions in 2 minutes. Seriously, I'm saying you can answer in 2 minutes. You just watch that reasoning faculty member has done this session very fantastically. Watch that symbol rotations, 5 questions in 2 minutes. You just try to get that idea. Practice. See, Abhi say every day if you practice also, you can do these 5 questions in 2 minutes, provided that symbol rotation questions, inequalities questions should be there in your slot. But generally, inequalities will be there, minimum 2 to maximum 5. Coding, decoding, minimum 1 to maximum 5. Then what happens is if you observe 0 to 5, that means syllogism questions may be present, may not be present. And in case questions are asked, you are having questions on only a few and only model. So only model, only a few already uploaded on YouTube. Only model we are going to upload maybe today or tomorrow. You can watch that video also. Only a few we already uploaded. Only model maybe we will upload today night or tomorrow morning. So syllogisms may be there, may not be there. Input output 2018 we had questions, five questions in 2 different slots. 2019 there were no input output questions at all. So there may be the 0 minimum to 3 questions or sometimes even 5 questions also. So input output not guaranteed, may be there, may not be there. Data sufficiency maybe out of these many slots, maybe in one slot you can find 2 statement data sufficiency. That's most of the things you will not find, you will not a part of your prelim exam. But data sufficiency can be asked. I'm saying there is no rule that it should not ask you. Maybe out of 16 slots, maybe in one slot there may be data sufficiency questions. So these are the topics in your SBI PO prelim. What are guaranteed topics? Blood relation, directions, and symbols, coding, puzzles. Guaranteed. Deductions may be there, may not be there. In case deduction appear, you will have questions. Maybe if you look at recent trend, you're having questions on only a few or only models, right? So already this we have uploaded on YouTube. This we are going to upload tonight or tomorrow, tomorrow by evening. So input output 2019 there were no questions, but 2018 there were questions in 2 slots or 3 slots. Data sufficiency in every year, maybe in one slot you can find questions on data sufficiency, not a regular feature, but you need to mentally prepare for data sufficiency. Maybe that one slot may be your slot also, right? Now input output videos we have done 2 sets. Maybe by tomorrow evening we will upload this input output 2018 models. We'll upload on the YouTube channel. So 2 models were asked, 2 or 3 sets, 2 sets out of that, one on based on number, one on based on word, so that you will get some idea. Because the basic point about coding, decoding, and input output is you have to understand the inherent logic. The logic which is visible anybody can say, but certain step 2 to step 3, step 3 to step 4, from coding to decoding, decoding to what happens is certain times logic will not be explicitly stated. It is implicit, it is hidden. You need to identify that logic, then only you'll be able to solve that question. So to have that understanding, we are uploading that video input output. So mostly I'll be doing that. I'll be uploading that by tomorrow evening. Most of you are asking for, sir, only model, only model. That only model we will upload by tomorrow evening. And simplifications also I told you tomorrow we are going to upload. Quadratic comparisons we have uploaded already. Approximations we have uploaded. DI we have uploaded. So other things we have uploaded. Puzzles we have uploaded. So certain things, maybe one set on coding, one on deduction only model, input output we are going to upload by tomorrow evening, students. So this is the basically the areas which are present in your reasoning section. Now what is the order you need to follow for this particular reasoning section, right? What's the order? This is the order. You need to start with scoring areas. We have discussed this several times, right? So this should be a order. So hope all of you have taken the screenshot of this. If you are not taken, I'll give you 30 seconds. Just take the screenshot. Then I'll tell you. I'll take you to the order now. Let me take the sectional cutoff in SBI prelim. There is no Shanti Talreja. There is no section. There is no section-wise cutoff Shanti Talreja. So I'm saying, but what happens is you'll be sorted out in descending order according to 10 times the number of people, number of vacancies. Let's say if you're having 100 vacancies or 1000 vacancies for general into 10 times 10,000. The top 10,000 will be called. There is no section-wise cutoff, but there is section-wise time limit. Keep that point in mind. Sir, which website in YouTube? Can you tell me, sir? I will subscribe. Abhishek, I'll tell. I'll write here. What kind of questions can be asked in puzzles under reasoning? Shantanu, we have We have uploaded this, na Shantanu. Puzzles for SBI PO. It is in your YouTube channel. Just watch that. Puzzles for SBI PO Prelim. And how to crack SBI PO in 40 days. That is a general seminar. And I have done DI for SBI PO. You have done SBI PO Prelim. This is a workshop. We have done 6 sets. There are 6 set wala. There is a 2 set wala. Watch both. 2 set wala is only about half an hour. 6 set wala is about 2 hours. You can watch that. Level of puzzles will be easy to moderate. Yes, Karan. It will be easy to moderate. So SBI PO Prelim, a puzzle for SBI PO Prelim, plus all other topics you have uploaded. So just go to subject videos. If you are subscribed, okay, I'll tell the Abhishek is asking time. Now numeric 4 bank exams. Time for bank exams. You type this, you will get our YouTube channel. You have to subscribe. You can watch the videos inside. So you go to playlist. We have mock discussion separately, and we also have separated everything, right? So this kind of general seminar separately, mock discussion separately, subject video separately. I uploaded, right? Anika, voice is there, Manik. Just check out. Can we get a recording of this webinar? Yes, in YouTube channel. Time for bank exams YouTube channel. You can also tell your friends to subscribe. Actually, we are giving you quality content. We are not giving content which is not useful or general dramatic content. Drama bazi to nahi hai hamare channel mein. We are doing a serious content which is helpful for the students. You can inform your students who are non-time students. You can inform your friends that they can go ahead and do this. Rashmi is asking on no live workshop for SBI like IBPS clerk. For IBPS PO, we have done Rashmi. So the same thing holds good for SBI PO also. So that's why we have not planned anything this time. Can we get a recording of this webinar? Yes. As of now, Anita, we don't have any because exam, you're saying it is on 4th and 5th. Most of you. Okay. We don't have any plans as of now. Let me see if I can do something. I'll send you a mail. So, but generally, no, Anita. Akshay, फिलहाल तो कोई we don't have any no plans for any workshop, right? Okay, this is the order you need to follow. Take a screenshot. First, you should have your scoring marks on your paper, right? So start with coding, decoding, direction sense, blood relations, inequality. Any other? See, it all depends on your course. Sir, I am good at inequalities. Okay, start with inequalities. Then sir, I am good at direction sense. Okay, take a direction sense. बाद में blood relation, बाद में coding. कैसा भी करो. These 4, within these 4, this year, that is okay. But these are the 4 things which you need to start with. Symbols, rotations, are inequalities, direction sense, blood relations, coding, decoding. First, get marks here. These are scoring areas. You cannot afford to lose marks in these areas. These are scoring areas. Right? Then you do your input output, then do your deductions if at all, syllogisms if at all present. So input output, syllogisms, input output is, I can say, it is also a scoring area. You cannot afford to lose marks. If you can refer last 2-3 years papers, then comfortably you can answer your input output question. Maybe the video which you are uploading tomorrow about 2018 models, you watch that, you will get a clear idea that input output is not that difficult actually, right? Main exam, the logic which is not explicitly stated may be little difficult in the main exam. Prelim exam, it is not that difficult, right? So scoring areas, these 4 you can do it in any order: 1, 2, 3, 4. Inequalities, direction sense, blood relation, coding, decoding. Or you do coding, decoding, बाद में direction, बाद में blood relation, बाद में symbol. It all depends on your comfort zone. Those 4 you can interchange in any order. But I am saying whatever order you are going to follow, keep that order. The way I have written here, keep that order on a piece of paper. This is what I am going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ho gaya reasoning. Then we'll move to quant. See, these are scoring areas. I'm saying do them at the beginning. Within that, what is the order to be followed? It all depends on your comfort zone and your confidence level. So you can interchange those 4. Then first 4 are the same 4 you have to do, but any order you can follow. Then do your symbols, or what you call input, output, deduction. Then finally do your puzzles. Because puzzles, we don't know how many you can solve. Some puzzles you can solve, some puzzles you may not be able to solve. So that's why if you start with puzzles, you will end with puzzles. You will see, unknowingly, unintentionally, time will overshoot. So first get some scoring marks in your hand. Let's say if there are coding, decoding, direction, blade, symbol, input, output. Okay, you get that 15 marks, 20 marks in your hand. Then try for the puzzles. Out of, let's say, 4 sets given 20, you can answer any 3 or any 2. 15 here plus 10 here, 25 is a decent score. 25 is a decent score, right? Shall I move ahead? Have you taken the screenshot? Shanti is asking for English section. I'll tell you. For all the sections, I'll show you what is the order to be followed, Shanti. I have a doubt, Abhishek. Okay, ask. Not time for education, time for bank exam. Time for education is also our channel, but all courses together. Because of students' request, we have started a separate channel for bank and SSC. Time number 4 bank exam. There is no space actually, Abhishek. There is no space. Time for bank exam. Anita, if you have done something in the previously, if you are practicing, if you are preparing for last 1 year, 1.5 year, you can do something in 10 days, but straight away starting in these 10 days will be little difficult. But if you are doing some work, working towards your prelim exam in last few months, then preparing for IBPS or SBI, it's same. If you are working on bank exam, then definitely you can go ahead and do that. Shall I move to the next slide now? Say yes, Papa. This is okay now, harder. Nandini, we have Telegram group, Nandini. You should be able to do, Adita, using the inputs I'm giving now. I think you should be able to do if you're preparing for last 3 months. Okay, you just, Nandini, send a mail to info@timeforeducation.com, your details. They will forward that mail to me, timeforeducation.com. Then we will see what needs to be done. Okay, Ayushi, I'm moving ahead. Abhishek, I'm moving ahead. Right. Look at this. This is the quant breakup. This is the quant breakup. Quadratic comparisons, 5 questions. Simplifications, approximations, 5 to 6 questions. Series, it may be missing number or wrong number. Prepare for both missing number or wrong number. 5 questions. Individual quant questions. Individual quant questions means your ages, ratio, time and work, time, speed and distance, boats and streams, trains, averages, mixes, all topics, probability, all topics together, so on. Individual quant questions. DI, here you can see almost 15 to 16 questions. So almost about 40 to 50% of the questions are based on your data interpretation. It's a very important topic for your preliminary. This is what I was talking about. Data sufficiency, data comparison generally are a part of your main exam. But out of so many slots, in one slot, last year or before last year, 2019 you take, 2018 you take, in one slot, there were 5 questions on data sufficiency. In another slot, there were 5 questions of data comparison. Don't expect data sufficiency, data comparison to be in one slot only. It's generally not happened in last few years. Generally, data sufficiency, data comparison, they are part of your main exam. Prelim exam, let's say there are 16 slots. Maybe in one slot, that may be your slot also. That's what I am saying. Mentally prepare for data sufficiency, data comparison. But one good thing is, like, if it is asked in your main exam, you have only simple questions like your data sufficiency 2 statement questions, or data comparison you have 2 quantity comparison. Your 3 statement questions, 3 quantity comparison generally in main exam, not in prelim exam. So these are sure shot areas: quadratic comparison, simplification, approximation, series, individual questions, data interpretation. These may be present, may not be present. Data sufficiency, data interpretation. Data comparison. Right? So I am saying for quadratic comparison, we have uploaded a video on YouTube. We have uploaded actually 2 videos. You can watch 2 videos we have uploaded. And approximations we have uploaded. Most of the times in exam you will have approximations. Maybe in let's say 16 slots, about 10, 11 slots you will have approximations. Remaining about 3, 4 slots you will have simplifications. Majority you will have approximations. If you are writing clerk exam, then simplifications will be in maximum number of slots. Approximations will be very generally not asked in clerical exam. Clerical exam, it is simplification which is very important. For PO exam, approximations is very important. Then maybe simplification very rare, maybe 1 slot or 2 slots. That's all. So we have uploaded videos here, two videos. One on approximation already uploaded. Simplification maybe by tomorrow evening. Series missing number, wrong number. We have uploaded one video. Just watch that video. Individual questions, anyways, we are doing in our mock discussion. I have uploaded data interpretation, two videos. One with 6 sets, other with 2 sets. This we have done as a workshop. Other have uploaded last year models of SBI. So you can watch that. That will take, if you have anybody have doubts, so what kind of questions, what should be the approach, you can watch these videos. Right? Shall I move ahead? Any questions here? Geometry wala question hoga, Shantanu. But geometry is very, very, very rare. You will have questions on mensuration. Geometry mensuration topic hai, but most of the times you'll have mensuration, one question or two questions from mensuration only. Geometry, Neera, we are recording this webinar, don't worry. Geometry is very, very less, very rare. I am saying geometry, but you'll have mensuration questions. Okay, let's move to the next slide. I hope you have taken the screenshot. This is the order to be followed. Start with simplification approximation, then do your series, then do your quadratic comparisons. These three in any order. I want you to do initially simplification approximations, then do your series. This is the order I'm saying. Then do your quadratic comparison. This may be 1, this may be 2, this may be 3, or depending on your comfort zone, sir, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. I'm okay. Or this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. That is also I'm okay. But these are the three things which you need to do at the beginning. So you need to get some marks in your hand. There are two reasons. One, these are easy scoring areas. So simplification approximations, most of the times it is approximation only in your PO exam. Then series, then quadratic comparisons, any order, but these are the three things to cover first. Then do your individual question. That's why I written mensuration. Geometry is very rare, friends. So individual questions you need to attempt. Then in case, generally, that's what I wrote, if present, generally not asked in your prelim exam, not a part of a prelim exam. These are not a part of prelim exam. In case if you have questions on data sufficiency and data comparison, either of these, attempt that. Then the last thing is attempt your data interpretation. So generally what I'm trying to say is simplification, series, quadratic comparison, any order, then do your individual questions. Then after individual questions, do your data interpretation. Generally, now data sufficiency, data comparison is not a part of your prelim exam. In case if they are present, do data sufficiency or do data comparison, then do your DA. So here I have written something here, leave case set. If you observe last 2 to 3 years of your SBI papers, you have generally there are generally 3 sets for 15 questions or 16 questions. One is a combination. When I'm saying a combination, it may be pi plus table is a favorite combination of the examiner, or it may be bar plus table. We uploaded all these videos, or it may be line plus table. Second one single set. Single DI means I am talking about only pie chart, single pie, or I'm talking about only table, or only line graph, only bar graph. The third one is caselet. These are the 3 questions which you can come across in your tomorrow also in your SBI exam. There may be 10 questions, there may be 15 questions. These are 15, there are 3 sets. One is combination set. It may be table plus pi, or bar plus table, or line plus table. Or second set would be single DI. That means only table, all the values are given. Or some, if you have observed last year, percentage is given in one slot, ratio is given in other slot. Then you have questions on table, a line graph, bar graph. Then you have a caselet. I have written something here, leave caselet. That means caselet, generally what happens is time consuming. It demands time. What is a caselet? Some raw verbal data will be given. You have to capture this data either in the form of a table, you have to put this data, or in the form of a Venn diagram, depending on the data. Then you have to solve the questions. Generally, main examination to bhul jao, you forget caselet, because the caselet itself will be about 3-4 paragraphs or even 5 paragraphs. Reading the data, consolidating the data, putting the data at one place, like it consumes a lot of time. One. Second, once you make a small mistake somewhere, the entire data might go wrong. These are 2 reasons why we keep on telling don't attempt caselet in the exam. That has to be the last thing to do, particularly main exam. Prelim exam to some extent, maybe if you observe last 2-3 years, caselets, maybe in our video also I discussed caselets. Caselets are generally a little easier when compared to your main exam. Prelim exam caselets are easier. So I am saying leave caselet ka meaning kya hai? I am saying you start with simplification, approximation, series, quadratic comparison, individual questions, DI. You do other sets. If still time is there, time permits, then try caselet. Don't start with directly with caselet. You will be in trouble. One good thing about caselet is once you crack down, you can answer all the 5 questions in half a minute. Questions won't demand time. What time? Entire time goes in your noting down the data, representing the data in the form of a table, etc. So that should be the last thing to attempt. If time permits, you attempt. Otherwise, leave caselet in the examination. Then data, sometimes what happens is when you look at the data might be complicated. Don't get frightened. Don't get carried away by the what we call complexity of the data. Data may be complex, data may be huge, data may be frightening, but questions, believe me friends, particularly SBI and IBPS, the most complicated data set will have easy questions. Most of the questions will be approximate based questions only. So what is the basic idea? Looking at the set, don't leave the set. Look at the set, look at the questions, then take a call whether to attempt that particular set or not. Right? They are likely to be easy questions even in the difficult set. Now, one more thing I would like to talk here. Use approximation techniques, use speed math techniques wherever possible. And DI, in a set of 5 questions of DI, you need to spend 5 minutes of time, or hardly I can say some 4 to 5 minutes of time. In these 4 to 5 minutes, you have to read the data, you have to understand the data, you have to analyze the data, read the question, simplify it, mark it. You have to do it in 4 minutes or 5 minutes of time maximum. So out of 5 questions, I am saying you attempted 3 questions, you have done a good job. You attempted 4 questions, you have done an excellent job. Don't try to solve 5 out of 5 in the exam. Even I am teaching DA from last so many years, last 2 decades, but even I am writing the exam, I am not very sure that I'll be able to solve all 5 questions within that stipulated time. So 2 is a good score, 3 is also a good score in 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Then why I'm trying to tell you this is some of the students will do these kind of mistakes. Sir, I have done 3 questions, no, 2 more questions only, no. I have read so much of data, no. I have analyzed so much of data, no. Let me solve these 2 questions also. You solve these 2 questions, you end up solving these 2 questions, you take another 3 minutes, 4 minutes of time, you solve these 2 questions, answers for those 2 questions will be wrong, you'll get a negative score. Rather, spend those 3-4 minutes of time maybe in the next set where you can score another 2 to 3 marks. So don't go to don't have that notion like once I've taken a DA set, I need to solve all 5. Nahi hoga. RC also same thing. You read the RC, under you out of this 10 questions, you answered 5 to 6. Get out of that RC. That's all. Don't try to waste too much of time on the questions, indirect questions, inference based questions in RC. Similar DA also. You have done 2 questions or 3 questions. Okay, good. Every set there will be easy questions. Identifying those easy questions and solving them is very, very important. Hope this is clear, students. This is clear. And at the end, I have written use what you call approximation techniques wherever possible. That's what I am saying. Use your what you call, you have to be ready with your multiplication tables. Daily you are practicing your speed math techniques and your reciprocal values, complements of 100, reciprocals 1 by 2, 50%, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, including their multiples. These things it should be in handy to do those approximation things. Okay, let's move ahead. Ayushi, prelim exam data sufficiency will not be difficult, Ayushi. Out of 3 sets, there may be 1 set which is difficult, maybe difficult. 1 set may be time consuming. 1 set may be lengthy. I am saying it's not difficult. It may be lengthy, it may be time consuming questions, but not difficult. Maybe out of 3, if it is difficult, maybe 1 set. Remaining 2 sets you have to do. Other areas will be simplifications are there, Ayushi, approximations. उसमें से 5 क्वेश्चन रहेगा, सीरीज में से 5 क्वेश्चन रहेगा, क्वाड्रेटिक कंपैरिजन में से 5 क्वेश्चन रहेगा, इंडिविजुअल में से 5 से 10 क्वेश्चन रहेंगे. उधर स्कोर कर लीजिए पहले. Then out of those 3 sets, if you are able to solve 1 or 2, that's fine. See, approximations out of 5, you should get 4. Quadratic comparison out of 5, you should get 4. I'm talking about lower side. You cannot afford to lose marks there. Series out of 5, you should get 4. कितने हो गए? 4, 4, 4, 12. ठीक है, 10 से 12 लगा लो. Individual questions एक 5 से 6 करेक्ट कर दिए. कितना हो गया? 15 से 17. Do one DI set. You will comfortably you will reach 20 to 23. Comfortably. There is no, see, you watch my discussions, quant paper discussions I have done. Each paper I have given how many marks you can score in that particular paper, and also order in detail for that particular paper we have discussed. Maybe you take your reasoning discussion, or you take my quant discussion and English discussion. We have discussed the strategy in that particular paper. Each paper is different. For every paper, what should be your strategy? Overall strategy we have discussed. What should be the strategy of that paper we have discussed? What's a good score in that paper also we have discussed. You need to watch those videos. ठीक है, shall I move ahead now? Your favorite area, English. Someone was asking sometime back. This is your English. This is your English. One second. One second. You can take a screenshot. Reading comprehension minimum 5 to maximum 10. Definitely it will be asked. Close test minimum 5 to maximum 10. These are part of your prelim exam. PFQ 0 to 6 may be there, may not be there. Maximum there was 6 questions. Fill in the blank 0 to 5. So it all depends on your slot. So match the column 0 to 5. Sentence starter 0 to 5. Word usage 0 to 5. That means you may have any one or more combination of these tomorrow in your slot. Some of you might have PFQ, some of you might have PFIB, some of you might have both PFQ and FIB, some of you might have PFQ match the column, some of you might have sentence starter and PFQ, some of you might have fill in the blank and word usage. It all depends on the slot you are appearing. But these are a part of your prelim exam, but not appeared in all the slots. Some slots they are present, some slots they are not present. But RC close was almost in every slot. And grammar you see here, error identification 5 to 10, phrase replacement 4 to 10. So error identification, phrase replacement, generally a part of your definitely asked in your what you call prelim examination. So what are your definite areas? RC is definite area, close test is definite area, then error identification is definite area, phrase replacement. So these are grammar questions, basically grammar questions. These are generally definitely asked in your examination. But other areas, what can be asked? There can be PFQ, 6 sentences PFQ, single blank, a double blank, fill in the blank, match the column. He'll give you 2 columns here. You have to match them, A to C, A to D, B to D, B to E. Then you have sentence starters, then word usage. You can have any one of these or a combination of these tomorrow in your slot. So this is the analysis of SBI PO paper of last 2 to 3 years. Is this okay with everyone? Shall I move to the order to be solved? Then we'll wind up. Paraforming questions, Apurva. Para jumbled bolte na, jumbled sentences. Tomorrow you may have jumbled sentences or you may have sentence rearrangement. दो में कुछ भी हो सकता है. It can be sentence rearrangement also. एक sentence को 4 parts में break करते हैं ना, that is sentence rearrangement. Or paraforming is like you will be given 6 sentences, you need to arrange them in order to form a meaningful paragraph. Shantanu, they're not too lengthy, but they are quite a little bit complicated as far as the PO comprehension is considered. Maybe about 750 words minimum you can expect in PO. Not too lengthy for prelim exam. About 750 to 900 words. Sometimes it can be even 600, 650 also. They're not too lengthy, Shantanu, but they are easy, not that lengthy compared to your main examination. But main exam you will be having lengthy and a little complicated passages. So definite areas RC close, error identification, phrase replacement. Then other areas are paraforming or parajumbled or sentence rearrangement, fill in the blanks, match the column, sentence starters, and word usage. Any one of these or a combination of these can be asked tomorrow in the examination. Okay, I am taking you to the next slide, the order of the things to be done. So look at this. This is the order to be for. Close test is like a paragraph will be given with fill in the blanks, right? Close test is like a paragraph will be given with blanks 1, blanks 2, blank 3. You have to choose words from that. That is your close test. Which word will fit into that? So out of this, easiest is close passage. Start with close passage. If fill in the blank is there, do fill in the blank. Then do your reading comprehension. So first we are doing close test in a paper. Then FIB is there. I'll do my FIB. Then do your reading comprehension. While solving your reading comprehension questions, first just have a glance at the questions. If I look at the questions, I'll come to know 2 things, right? What type of questions, what kind of questions asked, and what kind of passage it is. Whether it's a science-based passage or economy-based passage, or what you call it's a banking-based passage. Then also you'll come to know out of these questions, how many are there are direct questions, there are vocab based questions, there are inference based questions. What are vocab based questions? A word will be given in bold. He will ask you what is the meaning of that word. If you know the meaning of that word, directly you can answer, or you can look at in the passage. If you can read the sentence, that word will be given in bold. If you can identify the meaning, you can easily answer. Then those are vocab. There may be fill in the blank question, one synonym, one antonym, one phrase replacement kind of thing can be asked. One phrase is given in bold. Can you replace with the which of the following can be best replaced with the given phrase in bold? Or one fill in the blank will be given. And a direct question. There are direct questions based on passage. There are inference based questions. What do you mean inference based questions? What can you infer from second paragraph in the passage? What is the author's mood in the passage? So friends or students, inference based questions should be left out in the exam. To answer inference based questions, you should be a vivid reader. You should know style of writing, tone of passage, then only you'll be able to answer inference based questions. Inference based questions should be left out. You're not supposed to attempt. So first look at the questions, look at a glance, you'll come to know what type of questions are there, how many are vocab out of that, how many are direct, how many are inference based. Then you'll come to know what kind of passage it is. Now I'm saying just start with vocab based questions, maybe fill in the blank or synonym or antonym. Then you just answer direct questions based on passage. Inference based questions should be left out. So why I'm asking you to attempt RC in the third position is most of us leave. If you look at your students writing the exam, most of you are not attempting reading comprehension. If you ask me, this is the easiest area in your entire paper. Passage is given, question is given, answer is present in the passage. Just you have to search that answer, you have to mark your answer. So I'm saying this is a scoring area. You cannot afford to lose marks here. That is why immediately after FIB, we are giving reading comprehension. Then do your grammar. Grammar means error identification, phrase replacement, both these questions. Then sentence starter, sentence formation, match the column. All these are present depending on the depending. I told you, know, these are there may be if FIBs are not there, directly we will do RC. After that, match the column, sentence starter, word usage. If they are present, we will do. Otherwise, we will not do. Right. So that's what I have written here. Sentence starter. After immediately close. If fill in the blanks are there, we'll do that. Then RC. Then do your grammar, identification, phrase replacement. Then sentence starter, match the column, word usage. Do these questions. And the last thing to attempt is your paraforming questions. These generally you should know the development, the history. You should be able to identify which can be the opening sentence of the paragraph, which can be the closing sentence of the paragraph. Is there any two sentences which are logically connected? You should have that kind. You should have practiced, and this demands little time. So that's why I'm putting this at towards the end. If you take your quant, you're doing DI towards the end. If you take your reasoning, you're putting puzzles towards the end. First, you're trying to score marks in your scoring areas like symbol notation, blood relation, direction sense. In quant, you take your series, simplification, quadratic, approximations. We're getting some marks. Then we're going for puzzles or DI. Here also, try to get some marks in your hand. So close is easy, fill in the blanks is easy, RC is easy, grammar is easy. Do that towards the end. Try your paraforming questions. So this is the order to be followed in your examination. So if you're taking a screenshot, then I'll move to the next slide. If you have any questions, I'll take up these questions. Any questions, students? Any questions? We are done with everything. So only last slide, post prelim exam, what needs to be done is there. So after that, we'll wind up. I was planning to wind up in 1 hour, but somehow it is almost 1.5 hours now. So little fast. We'll wind up, students. Shall I move to the next slide then? हाँ yes तो बोलो हाँ Nandini is saying yes. Others sleeping or what? Yes Aishwarya, Shantanu, Apurva Prasad, Nikita, Nishant, Apurva Ja, yes, Santoshi, Anasuya, हाँ Vijay Lakshmi, you're wake up, you're okay. One time Gauri. Gauri is asking how many times SBI conducts exam? PO generally once a year. Aishi, Rakshita. Okay, chalo. Hope this is clear. Let us move to the next slide. Post prelim exam. What you need to do? You tell me. What will you do after post prelim? Tomorrow you are written your SBI exam. Rashmi is saying yes. Okay. You are written your SBI exam. I'll ask you this question. Okay. Let me make you a little more interactive. So what will you do post prelim exam? क्या करना है immediately? Any ideas? If you have any good idea, experimental idea, something you have in mind, you tell me. I'll tell other. I'll share with other students also. Continue to prepare for mains. Good, Akshay. Good answer. Read analysis. Correct. Please show me the slide about logical reasoning. Priya, practice more test paper, work on difficult areas. Okay, very good. Very good, Shantanu. He's saying practice more test papers on main pattern and work on difficult areas. This is logical reasoning. We'll concentrate on mains, Nandini. Correct. Before that, I'll tell you one more thing to be done. After that, if you're done with this, you please tell me. Someone asked me this. Who is this? Logical. Priya, if you're done, please tell me. Okay. Okay. Right. See, my first point. 2 days, relax and rejuvenate. Chill pill day. There's something called chill pill day. In diet, you have cheat day. Like that, you have chill pill day. 2 दिन आराम से you're done. So you put so much of effort. कुछ नहीं, दुनिया इधर का उधर नहीं होगा. कुछ भी नहीं होगा. 2 days, relax. Whatever activity you want to do, you do that. I'll show you, Nandini. Little later, I'll show you, Nandini. Once I complete this, I'll show you what are the things you have missed out. I'll show you that. So 2 days, you please relax, refill, fill yourself with the energy, and start preparing for your mains. What are the things you should do after your prelim exam? Preparation plan for main exam. This is very important because I think the latest exam is on January 29th. Maybe hardly about 20-25 days left over. So you need to plan your mock test. You need to practice. See, the point is like the concept is same. Anyways, you're preparing for prelim exam. The concept is ready, but the models are not ready. You need to focus on main exam models, main exam question type. Main exam question types are not from they are not what you call alien creatures. They are not from a different planet. They are from the same planet. They are from same structures, same topics. But he will slightly twist the question. He will make it more difficult. Some more parameters will be added, and new models will be asked. So I'm saying you should have a preparation plan for your main exam. How many mocks I'm going to write, on which dates I'm going to write, and every day how many hours I'm going to spend. We will have a session for your main exam preparation. Don't worry. 20 days how to prepare. So what is today I'm going to do, how many sets of DA, how many sets of puzzles, all those things you need to do. Preparation plan, you please prepare those 2 days of relaxation. 1/2 you spend for a preparation plan. When is the mock date, when my analysis part, how to improve my mock score, then what are the areas I'm not good at, and I should you should have a clear preparation plan for your main exam. Then focus on general awareness and computers also. These two are scoring areas. Even though computers is there as a part of your syllabus, it's there as a part of your section named reasoning and computer aptitude, but computer questions were not there, not asked in last 4 years or last 5 years, were not present. But still I am saying computers, your limited syllabus. What are the syllabus on computers? Your MS Office, MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, your DBMS, database management system, your operating system, your networks, then your basic computer architecture, you have memory devices, you have questions about your virtual memory, then RAM, ROM, then software. So I'm saying limited syllabus. Because of that, you have limited questions. All those are static questions only. So revise computers, because we don't know, tomorrow all of a sudden you can ask you 5 questions. So GA and computers, these two are scoring areas. General awareness also, you should be ready with last 6 months. I'm saying last 1 year, but to be strictly, I'm saying last 6 months. If you're writing in January, so January, December, November, October, September, August. I can say from 1st June or 1st July till January, you have to be ready with all the current events, current affairs. Maybe banking events or economy events, persons in news, places in news, books, awards, sports, literature, everything you should dress up. Anyways, before main examination, January 29 we have SBI, then January 30, then February 4th IBPS is there, January 30 RRB is there, again IBPS clerk. We will upload a capsule. current affairs capsule on our website. You just go through that capsule, because why I'm saying is current affair capsule. Most of the questions, if you observe last year or before that, according to a student feedback, out of 40 questions, there are almost some 23 to 25 or 20, even 26 questions which are directly appeared from our current affair capsule. So I'm saying it is open for everyone. It is uploaded in open domain. We will anyway send a mail. You can download that, read that. You will, there is very high scope that you will get questions from that current affair capsule. Then write one mock daily and thorough analysis of the mock test, because before the exam you are not, you will reduce your number of mocks you take, but if possible you have many practice mocks, your all India mock. So daily one practice mock you write and do the thorough analysis. How many you have done correct, how many you have not done wrong, how many you have not attempted, why you have not attempted, why you have made mistakes. Do thorough analysis of the mock test. Don't waste your time. Some of you might say that, sir, मुझे पता नहीं था कि मैं prelim कर पाऊंगा. Suddenly I got a call letter, I have qualified. क्या करूं sir? 1 week before they'll come back, send mail saying that 1 week is there, what should I do? I will generally say TIG, trust in God. You can't do anything. That's all. I am saying start your preparation. Prelim clear hoga, nahi hoga, that all depends on your cutoff mark. Number of people they are calling, number of posts. I am saying start preparing for main exam. It will not do any harm. So you might, if you are not cleared SBIPO, you might clear IBPSPO. If you are not cleared IBPSPO, you might clear RRBPO. If you are not cleared any of the prelim exams, this knowledge will help you to clear other exams also. So I'm saying don't wait for your result. Start your preparation. Then learn from the mistakes made in the prelim. Even though I have told you so many times, write down, have a plan, do this, do that. Generally, once you go to the exam, somewhere at some point of time, at some question will get stuck. Keep that point in mind. You have to move on. Don't waste your time on 1 or 2 questions completely. So if you have made any such mistake in the prelim exam, you have to learn. That means you cannot repeat. You have to learn from exam to exam. You cannot repeat that mistake in the next exam. So if you have made any such mistakes in prelim exam, you try to overcome that mistakes. Then decide upon strategy and order to be followed for main exam. Prelim exam, anyways, we are doing that now. Main exam also should have a proper strategy, proper planning, proper order. Then only you'll be able to clear the main examination. So meanwhile, you have 25 days time or 30 days time. Write mock test, preparation plan, mock test, GA preparation. Then your order to be followed, strategy to be followed, your game plan, everything should be ready. Then keep in mind your GD, GE, and interview also. This also your final selection is based on your main exam plus your interview or group discussion in your or group exercise in your SBA. Because of this pandemic times, we may not have GDs, but definitely you will have interviews. So whatever preparation you are doing now, that preparation, maybe when you're preparing for your GA, that preparation will also help you for your interviews and GDs also, right? So see, anyways, we'll give you training for GDs, we'll give you training for interviews. That 3-day, every day 8 hours will grill you that 3 days, but that 3-day preparation will not make you a Superman or Superwoman. You should have some basic stuff at the back of your head. You should have some basic knowledge at the back of your head. So I am saying, one second. One second. I am saying this knowledge will give you this reading, whatever reading for you have done for GA, that newspaper reading, that will give you, that will automatically prepare you for your interview and group discussion. So keep that point also in mind. You have GD and interviews. Then one second, one more thing. Main exam is about objective test. You also have, I forgot to mention, descriptive test. Descriptive test, we have letter writing, we have letter writing, and we have essay writing. There are 2 question types instead of 5, and this is an online test. You need to practice. Your marks in your final selection is based on main exam, objective plus descriptive. So students, you have to practice your descriptive writing also. Maybe we will conduct maybe 1-hour session on descriptive writing for your letter writing preparation and essay writing preparation also. Once we are done with this prelim thing, maybe in January we will do this descriptive writing, letter writing, essay writing, because students, you have done very good in your objective test, but you're not qualified in your descriptive test. You have done fantastically well in objective, but descriptive test you are not qualified. 20 marks SBI PO, 50 marks is descriptive test, 20 marks is qualifying mark. You are not qualified. qualifying mark is 20, you missed out qualifying, then you will, even though you have got fantastic score in objective, you will not be called for interview. So objective and descriptive both are important. Descriptive marks are added in your final merit list. So 50, don't try to get that cut off 20 marks. Maximize your score. So prepare for your descriptive writing also once your prelim exam is over. Maybe you can refer any standard textbook which will say grammar textbook which will say English grammar and composition. If it says common composition, there you can also find letter writing basics, essay writing basics. You should also have that idea generation techniques. Don't worry, you have to practice that. Anyways, we will have a session on descriptive writing separately, students. So this completes my session. Any questions from your side, you can ask me. Otherwise, whatever slides you have missed out, I'll show you that. You can take that. From where will I get All India mock test link? Ayushijan, you just go to timeforeducation.com/bank exams. You go to bank exams website, timeforeducation.com/bank exams, or you go to timeforeducation.com website, you click that bank exams. Right hand side, you can find free mock test registration and other things. One second, let me see how it's running. From where will I get? Okay, how should it's clear? I think Coding sir can give me some GA book names. So for general awareness, what you need to do is you read one English newspaper. That is either the Hindu or Times of India. One, maybe if you're a Time student, you can refer one monthly magazine. This monthly magazine can be then Current Affair Tracker. This is provided by Time. Or you can refer Pratyogita Darpan or Pratyogita Kiran. Pratyogita Darpan or Pratyogita Kiran. Apart from that, we upload current affairs events, and also students, we are giving you free GK classes, free GA classes. For this also, those who don't know, you have to register. We are giving free mock tests, we are giving free GA tests, we are giving free GK classes, free mock tests. For this, you need to register. You go to timeforeducation.com bank exam site. Right hand side, you can find, you have to register. Every day, weekly 5, Monday to Friday, we are giving classes. Out of those 5 classes, 3 will be for banking academy, 2 will be for SSC. You can attend that. You need not be a Time student. Book names, okay. Any important questions? Important questions is like puzzles, DI is important. What are the models? I think you need to, Minal, you need to look at our videos. There we have discussed that important models are questions. I'll show Apurva previous slide. See, you have to go to Time for Education channel. Or एक second, 1 second. What you need to do is you need to go to timeforeducation.com. There you'll find all courses. Your bank course. Click this. It will be taken bank web page. Right hand side, you will have free mock test, current affair content, free register for current affair classes. All those things will be given there. You have to register there. Gauri, we will be doing a descriptive writing class maybe in January, Gauri. I'll just make a note. We will do this in January. Once your prelim exam is over, maybe mid-January somewhere, we will do one class on descriptive writing. Akshay, GA, one Time is providing current affair tracker magazine, or you can refer Pratyogita Darpan or Kiran. Before the exam, you have to read that caption. Vijayalakshmi, our mock test is sufficient. You know, you're getting yeah, that is more than sufficient. You can refer Kiran publication previous year papers. Vijayalakshmi. Your question is not clear, Abhishek. Free GA classes, I think Niharika, your question is answered. SBI Prelim tougher than CAT. CAT and SBI are two different ball games. SBI is not. I told you, these are the speculations, Apurva. You're not supposed to carried away by these statements, right? CAT is altogether a different ball game. Seriously, if a CAT student writing bank exam, he will not be able to clear. I'm telling you. because bank exam models are different. Bank exam difficulty level is different. CAT exam is different. What is it testing? The testing area, the testing parameters are different for CAT, different for bank exams. That's what I'm saying. You can't compare. It's not tougher than CAT. Don't worry. Okay. When is bank exams? Bank exams already appearing. No, now you have intelligence bureau open. You can apply that, Abhishek. RBI. When is RBI exam? You'll get notification. How to get updates for the next webinars? Where we will sell, Nishant. We will be sending mails, Nishant. This month we are done with the webinars. Maybe the next month webinars we will plan and we will send you mail. For all the database who are registered, we will send mail, Nishant. Approximate speed maths are same? No. So approximations are a part of speed maths. The speed maths techniques, Priya, there are certain techniques like squares, cubes, how to guess a square root, how to guess a cube root. Based on those techniques, we will do our simplification approximations. These are question type simplification approximations. Don't slide. Nandini, I remember. I will show you. Time for Education's website, you have to refer. Our website and our app, we will give you things. Okay. Previous don't slides, I'll show you. 1 second. Apurva was asking some other thing. What is that? These are don'ts. Right. Take down. Apurva, you asked some slide. Which one? Abhishek, I'll give my email ID. You can send me a mail. The second last. Okay, Apurva. Hidayatullah timeforedication.com. I'll show you. I'll just write that yeah, my email ID. You can send me a mail, or you can send a mail to info@timeforedication.com. This one, Apurva. I think this one. You can send me a mail on this. Abhishek. Right. So we'll stop here. Thank you so much. Thanks for taking out time and attending this. Thank you, Shantanu. Thank you so much for the insightful session. Thank you so much. So hope all of you enjoyed this. So I'm little strict, a little rude at the beginning because I want you to have that game plan ready. If you are not done, then I'm saying you'll be in serious trouble. Please do that immediately. Thank you, Anasuya. Priya is saying thank you. Okay, Aishwarya, Meenal, Priya, thank you so much. Ishwarya is saying wonderful session. Thank you. Exceptional session. Akshay, thank you. Apurva, thank you. Aishi is saying webinar is wonderful. Thank you, Aishi. And I want you to implement the points which you are discussed. Please do not neglect those points. All these points are important. So have a game plan ready. Don't go by any speculations. Don't compare with anything. Don't worry about cutoff. Don't worry about anything. No new mock, no mock test 1 day before. No new things in the last week. How to do revision, all those things. Anyways, I'll upload this in the YouTube. You can watch it any number of times. No, not PPT. This session you can watch it in the YouTube, Abhijit. Priya, do again these type of sessions. Yes, Priya, definitely we'll do. Thank you, Nabanita saying. Thank you so much. And I wish you all the very best. Keep yourself cool. Be confident. Never lose confidence. Be confident. I'm saying definitely you're going to ace the exam. If not SBI, it may be IBPS, it may be IB, it may be anything else. Kuch na kuch Bhagwan dega. Have that confidence. Life will not stop if you're not getting a job in SBI. It moves on. So you please don't worry about other things. Don't think about अगर नहीं आए तो क्या होगा, parents का pressure है, uncle auntie का pressure है. Never forget everything. It is your life. You are going to decide. Have confidence. Definitely you are going to crack the exam. Your effort will not go waste. Take my word. Your effort will not go waste. You will rock. All the best. There is a second wave. Please don't go out. There are chances of strains or some other new virus is coming in the market. Please stay home, stay safe, prepare with time classes. All the best, students. All the best.